Tell me your name.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy? Would you come up here? Come up here.
Oh, can you make it up here? Oh, there you go. All right.
Hi.
Hi.
You have a big, strong voice. How old are you, Jimmy?
6 years old.
I have a couple of questions for you. You think you can think real hard so you can answer these questions? I understand that you got shot in the head with a BB. Can you tell me what happened?
I was in my yard.
You were in your yard?
And Chase had a BB gun shooting at a piece of foam.
Who had a BB gun? Chase?
Chase.
Is that little boy over there Chase? Is he your friend?
Yes, he was, but when he shot me with the BB gun, when I had to go to the doctor, and when I got back home, Mom said I could never play with him again. And I stayed in the house.
It was an accident, though, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. He didn't mean to hurt you, did he? He did?
Yeah, he said, I'm going to shoot you. Now I'm going to really shoot you.
We have to talk to him about that, okay? Did you shake hands? Maybe we will later. I'm going to have to talk with him right now, okay? Okay, why don't you go step down?
Watch your step, partner.
Cute.
All right. Let's see.
Chase, come on up here.
Oh.
Good. Hi.
Hi.
Chase, Jimmy is a friend of yours? Or he was?
He goes to my school.
And you're a nice boy? And he's a nice boy? Where'd you get this BB gun from?
From behind my papa's door.
That where your papa leaves it?
Now he leaves it in his closet.
And is the closet locked now? But he used to leave it just behind the door? So it's your grandpa's gun? Or your daddy's?
It's my dad's or my grandpa's.
But it used to be just behind the door. In whose room?
My papa's.
What were you doing with the BB gun when Jimmy got shot?
Shooting beer bottles with my next door neighbor.
And how old is your next door neighbor?
14.
Who was with you at home that day, Chase?
My grandma
Just your grandma?
and my sister and brother.
And where was your daddy?
At work.
And your papa?
He was at work.
Did you ask permission to take the BB gun out? Are you supposed to ask permission? So you didn't do the right thing, right? You didn't mean to hurt Jimmy, did you? I didn't think so. What happened when your daddy found out that you had shot Jimmy with the BB gun? Did he tell you not to do that anymore?
Told not to.
Would you like to sort of shake hands with Jimmy and maybe you could try to be friends again? What about you? Not ready to do that yet? Okay. Okay, Chase, why don't you go sit down next to your papa? So that's what this case is about. Right. This case is about one little boy who got shot in the head with a BB gun, and I gather from the complaint that the doctors have decided to leave the BB in his head rather than do some surgery. And Miss Sullivan, what you want is you want the defendant to pay for all the medical bills that you have and some money for pain and suffering.
Correct.
I'm ready for your defense, sir.
Well, first of all, I think that this could have been stopped if she would have told me, first of all, that he had the BB gun, because when I went over there to talk to him, she told me, she said she seen Chase running around with a BB gun, waving it around. So I was just wondering, you know, when she told me that, why didn't she come to me and tell me that in the first place?
You were working.
I was not at work.
That's what he said.
I know, but he's mistaken.
So you were home?
I was at home. I was in the living room.
Oh, that's even worse. So you were at home.
Yes, ma'am.
In a situation where you were totally responsible for your sons having access to an instrument that could cause serious physical injury to somebody else that was not secured. You are 100% responsible for Jimmy's medical bills, out-of-pocket expenses. It was your responsibility. Is this your father?
Yes, ma'am.
Your father's responsibility to ensure that that BB gun was secured so that your 6-year-old son could take it and hurt anybody else or himself. You know that that's true. Now, I don't know whether Miss Sullivan could tell from this BB gun whether or not it was a toy or capable of hurting anybody, or whether it was loaded or not loaded. Who knows that? But you certainly knew that it was capable of causing injury, and your father certainly knew that, and both of you understood that it was not the right place to keep it, behind some door, and it's now secured in a place where you can't get it, right? So it's secured now. It was a little too late. So let me see the bills. 1, 2, 3. Fast, and be very, very happy, Mr. Knighton, that he didn't lose an eye.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have an X-ray that indicates where this BB is?
I do.
Have you
just
ever
pulled
seen
one
that,
out.
Mr. Knighton?
No, ma'am.
I'd like to take a look at it.
It's still in his head.
Is this the first time that your son has taken out that BB gun?
I don't think so.
How many times did you play with this BB gun?
One,
One time before this?
I played with it 2 times over at the next door neighbors. We're shooting beer bottles,
On a different day? Or the same day?
different day.
So you had that BB gun out twice. And where was your daddy the first time you had it out? Did anybody
think it
know
was
you
at
had it out
home.
the first time?
I think it was at home, or it was at home.
Did your daddy know you had the gun out the first time you had it out shooting beer bottles?
No,
How big is this gun?
not from here to here.
That's pretty big. Is it heavy?
My dad's is this long.
That's pretty heavy for you to carry, isn't it?
No, it was mine. It was my BB gun.
What does that mean?
His mom bought him the BB gun.
So this is his BB gun. It's not yours or your father's.
That's right.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Gail Sullivan says her 6-year-old son, Jimmy Johnson, was shot in the head with a BB gun. Gail says the shooter was her neighbor's son, 6-year-old Chase Knighton.
Where is his mother?
His mother is off somewhere.
Off?
She banded us.
Okay. When did she buy this BB gun?
Christmas.
She bought it for him. I didn't want him to have it. And he insisted. He cried about it because I know I never wanted him to have it in the first place. I knew he was too young. Should never have one. But
Right. Your dad has to take that BB gun and put it away for a very long time
Yeah.
so that you can't even touch it. Do you understand? Maybe when you're 15 or 16 years old, your daddy will be able to take it out, and when you're responsible enough to use it right, he'll be able to give it to you. But it's not the right thing for you to even hold it, because you're not big enough yet to do that. Do you understand?
Yeah, he's going to give me a knife when I get 15.
A knife? I want to tell you what your papi's going to get you when you're 15. He's going to get you a microscope. If you're smart, you'll ask him to get you a microscope or a doctor's kit, you know, so that you can aspire to be something, so that you can hope to be something that's really good, you know, like a doctor or a lawyer, and not a thug with a knife. That's not good. Do you understand? Not good. Certain things are good, certain things are not. What does your daddy do for a living? No. What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a warehouse manager.
He works in a warehouse, and he's a manager. He manages a lot of other people and tells them where things go. He has a very important job. You think that he handles that job because he has a big knife? And you know what kind of a job your papi used to have?
He's told me he used to be a marshal.
A marshal. Is that right?
I'm a deputy marshal with Alabama Supreme Court.
See, so he has a job that's related to the law, right? He's a deputy marshal in the court system. It's a very important job. And he doesn't need a knife for that job. Got to teach him the right thing. And if he wants the wrong thing, you have to sort of reorient him.
Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Can I say something? The knife he's talking about is one of those little knives with the fingernail file in it and the toothpick and everything.
By the time he gets to be 15, he's not going to want that knife.
Well, that'd be the only one he get.
Good. All right. Well, there's no question that you folks are responsible for these medical bills. There's no question in regards to that. I think that they were absolutely 100% negligent allowing this weapon to be in a position where he could get his hands on it. I have a feeling that these two gentlemen have a very full plate. I also think, Jimmy, that he's probably a very nice little boy. He did a bad thing, and you should really probably give him another chance. I think that that would be a nice thing to do. I really do. Because you're supposed to forgive somebody if they're really sorry. You are sorry for what happened, aren't you? He really is sorry. He would really like to be your friend. Think you're willing to give him another chance? I sort of like that idea. Come on.
Okay.
Give him one shake. Go ahead. That's good. See, that didn't hurt. Good. All right, judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,654, which are the actual damages, another 1,000 punitive damages, $2,654. Thank you, that's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Chase knew that he wasn't supposed to take that gun out of the house. I don't know why he took it out.
Jimmy said he told him he was going to shoot him with a gun, and I feel like that this child shouldn't have had the gun.
Keep the gun away from small children and keep it locked up.
That could have been a pistol. My son could be dead.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Davis versus Collazo, step forward, please.
21-year-old homemaker Aubrey Davis is suing her sister, custodian Claudia Collazo, for the cost of her son's medical bills. Aubrey says she paid for his treatment after he suffered an epileptic seizure.
Miss Davis, how are you related to the defendant?
She's my sister.
And this is your nephew,
Yes, correct.
your son.
Yes.
According to your complaint, he was staying with you for a brief period of time. While he was with you, he had a seizure.
Correct.
You suffer from epilepsy,
Yes.
and he was taken to the emergency room. There was a medical bill of over $1,500, and you want your sister to be responsible for that.
Correct.
When did he come to live with you?
July 5th.
Prior to that, where was he living?
I believe he was at Stephanie's house, which is who he's living with now.
Who's Stephanie?
It is his dad's ex-wife. That's as much as I know about her.
Step up here, please. Tell me your name.
Richard Ornelas.
Before you came to live with your aunt in July, who were you living with?
My brother's mom, Stephanie,
How long had you been living with her?
about a year,
And how old were you when you went to live with Stephanie?
15.
Why weren't you living with your mother?
My mom just told me, leave. My mom told me to leave.
But she told you to leave when you were 15?
Yeah.
When did he get sick?
July 6th.
Is that right?
Yes.
You were with your aunt for only one day before you had a seizure?
Yes.
Had you had seizures before?
Yes.
Did you have seizures when you lived with your mom?
Yes.
Why don't you sit down, Richard? You have a copy of the bills?
Yes.
Can I see them, please?
I also have a copy here from the hospital that shows that I never signed. And I asked them for the copy of the law stating that she's responsible for the bills since I didn't sign that paper. And all they gave me was the law. They didn't give me a copy of the actual law.
You took him to the hospital, is that right?
The ambulance took him and I arrived there with them.
Okay, Miss Collazo. All's in your court. Why are you not responsible for these bills?
January of 2002, Richard moved out of my house. I did not throw him out. I was having problems with him at school. He was arrested. He was in juvie. He didn't want to obey by my laws. I have documentation that Stephanie had guardianship of Richard since January of 30th of 2002.
Stephanie was married to his father.
I don't know if they were legally married, but they had children.
Okay. That's where he went to live.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And
Where
I
is his
have all
father?
Pardon?
Where's his father?
Where is his father? He lives in Las Vegas.
Okay, go ahead.
I have documentation of everything, of the guardianship papers.
Guardianship doesn't mean that Stephanie is financially responsible for him.
No, but he was living with her at the time.
Yes.
I didn't know that he was living with Aubrey.
Yes.
I received a phone call from Aubrey's husband stating that Richard was in the hospital. And I told him, well, don't have her sign anything. Get a hold of Stephanie. She has guardianship since I live 63 miles out of town.
Well, somebody has to admit him.
I was assumed that he was admitted. He was brought by ambulance. I don't know what was going on. All I had is a
Did you
phone
rush
call.
to the hospital?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I had no way to get there right then and there.
You don't have a car?
Yes, I have a car, but I did not have a way to get there.
Where was your car?
It was there. It was at home.
So what do you mean you had no way to get there?
Financially, I was not working at that time.
You were an hour away.
Yes. It was late at night.
So you're in for a rude awakening, madam. Because someone has guardianship of your child,
Right.
that doesn't make them financially responsible for your child.
Okay.
Parents are responsible for the necessaries of a child. Necessaries mean food, clothing, shelter, medical care, sometimes lawyers' fees, and a variety of other things. That doesn't change unless you go to court and have your child emancipated. If your 15-year-old child is emancipated by some judge who's a little nutty, then maybe you won't have financial responsibility for the necessaries. But right now, you do. Not her.
Then why did she go in there and do what she did?
What did she do?
She jumped in my business. That's how I feel.
Your son came to our house on July 5th. He was there less than 24 hours and he had a seizure. What would you have suggested that she do, Miss Collazo?
She did the right thing.
So then what are you complaining about?
Is why I'm being taken to court. Why not
Who's
the
supposed
father?
to- You could sue the father and say, listen, I had to pay this bill, but you're partially responsible for it too. I'll pay half and you pay half. She doesn't have to go searching for the father who lives in Las Vegas.
Correct.
You do that.
Okay.
If you chose to allow him to leave your home and you chose to allow him to be under the guardianship of a biological stranger, that's within your family. But when it comes to his necessaries, you're not off the hook. If you want to sue his father, go to it. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,595. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step. Now, this is case number 407 on the calendar in the matter of Ackerman versus Hodges. Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated. Folks, have seats, please.
Mr. Hodges, you are the owner of this bar and grill.
It's a corporation. I'm the president, majority shareholder, yes.
What's the name of the club?
Belly Up Tavern,
How long have you been president?
28 years.
In the 28 years that you've owned the club, how many times have you been sued by patrons for having them illegally bounced from your club?
I'm going to guess 5.
Now, Ms. Ackerman, it is your complaint that one or more of the defendant's employees that were employed as security in defendant's club forcibly ejected you from the club. Not only were you bruised physically during that time, but you were also emotionally bruised, embarrassed. The defendant's position is that you were drunk and disorderly and had to be forcibly removed from the club. Is that right, sir?
Correct.
Okay. This is the boyfriend who was with you that night?
Yes.
You are Mr. Parisi?
Yes.
Fine. Okay. Miss Ackerman, tell me what you were doing at the club that night.
It was supposed to be a really good band. We were actually down the way at a grand opening for a tile and bath store.
So you hadn't started out there?
Had not started out, had not had plans or intentions of going there in the first place.
How far was that from the defendant's pub?
Probably about 5 doors north, same sidewalk.
And what time did you arrive at the grand opening?
Around 8:30.
There was alcohol served there?
They were serving alcohol, yes.
Okay. And did you drink there?
I started to have a glass of wine poured for me, but they ran out of white wine, so I had maybe half a glass.
And was Mr. Parisi there with you at 8 o'clock?
Yes, he was.
Were you a guest of whom at this tile and bath place?
A woman named Susie Banks. She was working to open this new store.
When did you leave?
Around 9.
Okay, what happened at 9 o'clock?
Susie Banks gave us tickets.
Look at me.
Gave us tickets for the Belly Up. She said it was a really good band. I don't even recall the name of the band at this time. And she handed us the tickets and talked us into going over to the Belly Up.
And you got there about 9 o'clock?
Shortly after, we did stop at the Wild Note Cafe, which is right next door to the Belly Up. with another couple, and we shared dinner and shared one bottle of wine there.
What time did you leave dinner?
I know it was before 10 o'clock.
And you went to Belly Up Tavern.
We went into the Belly
And
Up.
you gave them your passes.
Mm-hmm.
And when you first arrived, did you have anything to drink?
No, I didn't. It was actually so crowded I couldn't even find my way to the bar, let alone order a drink.
Why don't you pick it up from there and tell me what happened with the defendant's employees?
I had gone into the bathroom.
What time?
I wasn't carrying a watch, so I really can't say. I'm sure that all this was over and done with by 11 o'clock. But when we came out, it was just way too overwhelmingly crowded for me. I wasn't enjoying myself, so I approached Lorenzo, told him that I was going to be leaving, and I didn't mind if he stayed. And I was headed towards the exit when 2 to 3 men approached me from behind. I didn't even see them coming.
And what happened?
And they started to put their arms on me without saying any words. That's my whole argument. I feel that they used excessive force instead of verbal communication. If they would have just spoken with me.
Tell me what they did exactly.
They started to put their arms on me.
What do you mean started to put their arms on you?
Well, they approached me from behind, so I couldn't really see. My peripheral was, pretty restricted.
Right.
And they didn't say anything. I asked who they were, what they wanted. I didn't hear any response. And as soon as they started to touch me, I started to shrug them off, shake them off, because I didn't want them touching me or on me. And they wrestled me to the ground and picked me up by my ankles and my wrists and carried me out the front door. And during the struggle, unfortunately my tube top had slid down around my waist, so as they were carrying me out by my ankles and my wrists, I couldn't even pull up my shirt. My whole upper body was exposed.
And what happened?
They dropped me off out front, and police came, and a friend drove me home.
Is there a police report?
I heard that there was a police report.
You don't have
I don't have it.
Fine. And
I
somebody
have a
drove you-
sheriff's report from when I made a report about not even 2 days later.
So you were not physically injured?
Minor scrapes and bruises all over my body, my back, my shoulders, my arms,
Do you have
my
any
wrists.
photographs for me?
No, it claims right here in the sheriff's report that he does note all of them, and he admits that when he tried to photograph it, the lighting was wrong. He shot directly.
I'd like
into
to see that.
I highlighted that section with the actual injuries.
At first you told the detective that you did not wish to prosecute the case, is that right?
Yes.
What changed your mind? Did you see a lawyer?
I believe...
The answer is either yes or no. Did you see a lawyer?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I spoke
How
with
many-
one on the
shh,
phone.
How many days later did you speak to a lawyer?
The next day.
Did you go to the hospital or an emergency room that day or the next day?
No, I did not.
Was it at the suggestion of the lawyer that you called and make this sheriff's report?
I do not recall.
Sure you do. The only intervening act between the time this incident happened and the time 2 days later, not related to this incident, was your call to a lawyer. Is that right?
I did call a lawyer the next
Okay,
morning.
Fine. You also told the detective that you were going to see a doctor that day. Is that right?
Yes.
Did you go and see the doctor?
Yes, I did.
Okay. What doctor did you go and see? Was it a doctor, your personal physician?
It was through the Sharp Reese Steely Urgent Care, and I did not have a chance to pick up the records before I left. I do have my chiropractor's report.
You went to a chiropractor?
Yes, she
Had you ever-
referred...
Shh. I'm asking questions. Had you ever seen a chiropractor before?
Yes, I have back problems to begin with.
So you went to see the same chiropractor that you had seen before?
Actually, no, I had never seen James before.
So you went to a different chiropractor?
Yes.
Is the chiropractor that you went to a chiropractor that was recommended by your attorney?
Yes, he was.
It's almost like I have a crystal ball.
Sounds like you've been there before.
Yeah, I have been. Now, Mr. Hodges, were you there that evening?
No, I was not.
Are these your two employees?
One employee and one independent witness.
Who was the employee?
Mr. Samatua, right behind me.
And who was the independent witness?
Joe Taylor, and he's sitting next to Mr. Samatua.
Mr. Taylor, you want to step up here, sir?
Sure.
Were you a patron in the club that night?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you witness this event?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
How much did you had to drink?
I don't drink.
You don't drink at all?
Nope.
So what were you doing at this club?
Listening to the band.
Other than being a patron and visiting the club, do you know the defendant?
No, I do not.
Now tell me what you saw.
I was standing at the end of the bar, and I was just up stretching my legs because we were sitting close to the stage. And I just kind of heard a ruckus, and she had come out of the ladies' room. And I
Did
heard,
you see that?
I didn't see her come out of the ladies' room, but I heard one of the bouncers, and I believe it was this gentleman, say to her, "You can't go around shoving people." And then she basically turned to him and told him to go himself.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Aaron Ackerman says nightclub owner David Hodges owes for an assault committed by bouncers at his club. David says Aaron was drunk and belligerent.
Go ahead.
And he got up and he put his hand on her arm and said, "You have to leave the premises." At that time is when she pulled away and he went to grab her again and she started to swing.
What do you mean she started to swing?
Well, she didn't want, leave me alone. And then at that time another bouncer came. And one of her shoes came off because she was kicking so hard and flew back over.
What do you mean she was kicking so hard?
She was trying to get away from him, I guess.
You mean she was standing up and kicking?
Yeah, at that time.
Go ahead.
Then a third bouncer saw what was happening. He came over and she was fighting so hard she slipped and she went down onto the ground onto her back. And she was kicking and trying to punch, scratching, and that's when she was exposed on her top.
Did you see her being removed from the premises?
I saw them finally pick her up and take her towards the front door, and that was the last I saw.
You were never close enough to her to determine whether or not she appeared to be intoxicated?
Not really. I couldn't smell her breath or anything like that, no.
Well, she acknowledges that she was, well, buzzed. Is that the word you used?
I believe it was, yes.
Yes, I see that in the report that you have here. The detective, you say you weren't drunk, but you were buzzed.
It's a little lightheaded.
Does that scenario sound familiar to you?
Not quite.
Well,
I didn't actually start kicking until I was already on the ground.
How did you get to the ground?
They wrestled me down.
That's not what he said. He said that you were kicking so hard that you slipped.
That I threw myself off my feet.
That you slipped.
Fell.
That you slipped and went down.
And no one was touching me on my way down.
Well, I'm not. They were trying to grab her to escort her out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And in all the ruckus.
Do you recall the security guard telling you that you have to leave?
He didn't say one word.
Do you recall saying anything to him?
No. Just, what do you want? What are you doing?
You don't recall anything that this gentleman says he heard you say, cursing at him?
No.
No.
Not till I got outside. I recall being very volatile.
That's not what he said. He said that within the club.
I did not swear within the club.
You know this gentleman?
I don't. Never seen him before in my life.
Well, he saw you.
Sounds like it.
It does. And he wasn't buzzed.
Good for him.
He was also a mile away by the stage. Excuse me.
You were buzzed too.
We were in a bar, hence the word tavern.
I don't even want your bouncer to testify. I don't even want you. Sorry to call you a bouncer, sir. Okay? You're the security officer.
Security technicians.
What, security technician.
Security technicians.
By the way, thank you very much, Mr. Taylor. I appreciate your coming.
Thank you.
Would you step up just for a moment? I just have a couple of questions to ask you. Do you wear any particular kind of uniform?
Yeah, I wear a yellow shirt that has a staff on it, a lip staff.
Do the other security technicians also wear yellow shirts?
Yeah.
How long have you been employed by Belly Up?
2 years.
Ever been the subject of a lawsuit before?
No.
Hmm?
No.
Okay, have a seat. Have any other witnesses for me, sir?
We have Susie Banks here.
Is she outside?
She's outside, yes.
Where would you get her? Susie Banks.
Susie Banks.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Aaron Ackerman is claiming she was assaulted by a bouncer at David Hodges' nightclub. David has produced a surprise witness who claims Aaron was drunk.
Miss Banks, it's my understanding from the plaintiff that she was your guest that evening in the opening of a tile store. Is that right?
Yes.
That's what you, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Ms. Ackerman says that they ran out of wine by the time she was going to have a glass of wine. She had about a half a glass of wine. Does that sound right to you?
No.
Well, what do you know?
I did serve her wine myself.
You did?
Yes, I did.
How many times?
I don't recall the number of times, but we were all having a great time. And
What did she have, one glass of wine or more than one glass of wine?
More than one glass of wine, and we did run out of wine. And when we did run out of wine, she actually showed me behind my desk where she had a stash of wine. So she had an extra bottle in there for us for when we ran out of the wine.
You remember that?
That's not true.
Then Miss Ackerman says that you gave her 2 tickets to go to the Belly Up Tavern to hear this band. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's correct.
And what about the other couple that they were with?
They also got tickets.
Fine. You have any other witnesses that you want me to hear?
Just the person that I was with and saw everything happen also.
Come on. Now, Mr. Parisi.
Yes.
You want to tell me what you saw that evening at the tavern?
At the Belly Up Tavern?
Mm-hmm.
From which time? From when we first got there? Or?
Yeah. You weren't there very long.
We did enter together into the club. We had been there a while. I think I had gotten to the bar and had a beer or two. It was really loud. It's really dark inside there. It's not
You
light.
had a drink or two?
Yeah, I had a couple beers. Yeah, absolutely.
But not Miss Ackerman?
I actually wasn't with her when I was having the beer.
Why not?
Because I walked up to the bar to get a beer. There's 1,000 people in this
I ran
place.
into my girlfriend.
Speak not.
As far as his story, stretching his legs by the band, that's a good 30 feet away from where we were at the time. So I don't know how he could have heard anything or seen anything when there's 6-foot-high people, thick all the way to the stage.
He wasn't near the stage, sir.
He said he stretched his legs by the stage.
No, that's not what he said. He said he was at the bar. He
Oh, he was right at the bar? Okay, excuse me.
Stretched his legs and he went over to the bar.
Okay, that's fine. Well, anyway.
So why don't you just worry about your testimony, not his?
Yeah, okay. She had come out of the bathroom, I think, and I was standing right. The bouncer sits at a certain spot when you enter the club. So she had come out of the bathroom. I had already gone by him and was standing right around the corner. She came by me, said something to me. I put my hand out or something, and
She said something to you like what, Mr. Parisi?
I don't really know. Exactly. Just she was leaving or she didn't want to be there anymore.
And you said you put your hand out. How did you put your hand out, sir?
To stop her for a second because she was moving kind of quickly.
So you put your hand out to stop her?
Yeah.
And what happened next?
She shrugged my hand off and said she was leaving.
So she pushed your hand
Pushed
away?
my hand away.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then, which happened really quickly, the bouncer, or bouncers, I think maybe it was one at the beginning, came up behind her and grabbed her.
How did he grab her?
He grabbed her from behind. He grabbed
I want you to show me, sir, on Miss
Came
Ackerman,
up
how
from
he
behind
grabbed her.
and grabbed her like this.
Okay.
And started to push her this way to leave.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She turned around and, of course, started to kind of swing and shrug him off because she didn't know what was going on. Nobody quietly tapped her on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, ma'am, you need to leave," which I don't know why she would have to leave anyway when she didn't push or shove or fight with me.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was even going on.
And you didn't hear her say anything to the bouncer?
No, it was too loud. There's a band playing.
So you didn't hear?
No, I couldn't hear anything.
So she could have said what Mr. Taylor said she
could
said.
have said anything. I couldn't hear. It's too loud.
So she could have said.
I don't know how he could have heard.
Shh. It was so loud you couldn't hear anything. Is that what you just said?
Kind of hard to hear, yeah.
Right.
Certainly.
So the bouncer could have said to her, "Sorry, ma'am, you have to leave."
While he grabbed her, sure.
While he grabbed her arm.
Sure.
Can I see the police report that you have, Mr. Hodges? Ms. Ackerman, I'm going to read you what Deputy who responded to the scene that evening and actually witnessed what happened, at least outside, stated in the police report. Have you ever seen this police report?
Yes, I
Sure
have
you have.
heard what was in it.
Yeah, you heard what from your attorney, I assume. Is that right? Your attorney who told you, "I can't represent you anymore, I'm not wasting any more time on this case." Is that right?
No, that is not correct.
I assume that's why you're here and he's not. Deputy stated Ackerman was very drunk. She smelled strongly of alcoholic beverages. Her movements were slow and uncoordinated, and her speech was slurred. He asked Ackerman what had happened, and while she was trying to explain, she swore, staggered, and pushed him in the chest. That's the police officer. Ackerman was trying to explain to the police officer how she was pushing her boyfriend inside the bar. Police officer asked her not to touch him while she was talking to him. Ackerman nevertheless pushed him 2 more times, and he considered arresting her for being drunk in public. Ms. Ackerman, you don't have a case. He can't hold your alcohol, you shouldn't drink your alcohol. I think that Mr. Taylor's testimony to me is quite persuasive. He's an independent witness. That's why I didn't even take the testimony of the defendant's employee, because he has a certain interest in projecting to me his side of the case. But certainly Mr. Taylor has no particular axe to grind, and according to him, and I believe him, he did not drink. So you behaved badly, and that's what happened. You behaved badly, you got thrown out. Live with it. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may stop. Your Honor, this is case number 344 on the calendar in the matter of Burke versus Boma.
Thank you.
Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated. Folks, have seats, please.
Ms. Burke, the defendant is a former boyfriend of yours. It is your claim that he kicked your car. He was angry. The defendant has what is an interesting defense, which I will get to in a moment. When did this happen?
This happened on September 9th.
Don't ask me. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, it happened on September 9th.
Where were you?
We were driving, and it happened in a parking lot in Racine on in Fazino's parking lot.
Well, tell me about it, Ms. Burke. Tell me slowly.
Okay. We weren't going out at the time, so I said I was going to keep a civilized relationship and take him to find some jobs at the mall. So we went to the mall, and he got some applications, and on the way back, he was going through my CDs in the back of my car.
He was sitting in the back?
He was sitting in the back.
You were driving?
I was driving, and my witness was in the front passenger seat.
Go ahead.
So he was going through my CDs, and he stole from me in the past, so I told him to stop going through my stuff, and he refused. So I
What did he say?
He says, no, I'm not going to quit going through your stuff. So then I pulled the car over, and I said, well, then get out. And he says, no, I'm not going to get out. So then I said, okay. And I got out of the car, and I moved the seat because it's a two-door car. So I moved the seat so he could get out. And he said, if I get out, I'm going to mess up your car. And I said, okay, then get back in. So I kind of pushed him back in the car.
How did you push him?
He was halfway out of the car.
And you pushed him back in?
Because he said he was going to mess up my car. I just kind of pushed him back in the car. It was nothing serious. You know, I didn't do anything to hurt him. I just didn't want him to mess up my car. So then he got out, and then he pushed me out of the way. And then I pushed him back into the car.
Now, how did you push him back into the car?
I just kind of pushed him.
Go ahead.
And then he kicked the car, pushed me out of the way one more time, kicked the car, and ran.
Okay. Now, Mr. Boma, you acknowledge that you kicked the car.
Yes.
But you tell me your version of the events, sir.
Well,
you were going through her CDs in the back of the car.
Yes, because we were going out for about a year and a half, and I had gave her some of my CDs, and you know we was going through some difficult times, so you know we was fighting. And
so you were looking for your CDs.
My CDs.
And she told you to stop, and you said no. She stopped the car. She said get out. That's where we're up to, because that you agree with.
Yes.
Okay. Now you tell me your version of the events from that point, sir.
Okay, and then as she told me to step out of the vehicle, she told me to get out. I said no. I had gave you money to take me to these places and back to my house. She said it the second time. I was trying to get out of the car, and then she had pushed me. That's when my witness came in. He seen that.
Don't tell me what he saw.
Then I got out of the car, and then she had pushed me, and then she slapped me across my face. And
she slapped you?
Yes. And then that made me angry, but I know I'm not to hit a woman. You know, I was raised really good not to hit a woman. So then after she slapped me, instead of hitting a girl, taking out my frustration, I had kicked her car.
At what point did your witness come on the scene?
When he was driving down the road.
He was driving down the road. Yeah, go ahead.
And he was like a few cars behind, like about 5 cars behind.
Keep going.
And he thought that I might be with her, so he was following to see if I was with her, and then he seen that.
Don't tell me what he saw. I'm just asking you where he was.
He was coming down the same road, but he was a couple cars behind. So as I stepped out of the car.
He pulled into the parking lot.
He didn't pull in the parking lot.
He didn't?
No.
He was just driving by.
Yes, and he recognized.
He was driving by.
It was a traffic jam.
Tell me your name.
My name is Cesar Angeles. I was like 6, 7 cars behind him. I seen him driving. He called me earlier in the day. I was at the studio. And I seen him.
What studio?
Greenhouse Records. We rap, so you know.
Who raps?
Me and our crew.
What about him?
No, he's just my guy. He's my son's uncle. So I knew him. And then I was following him. I seen him driving, and I was following him, and it was like a traffic jam right in Fasinos. It's a busy intersection. And I was in the traffic jam, and I seen it all happen. he was trying to get out the car, and she pushed him. She pushed him really hard and smacked him. And I was like, dang, what's going on? And I looked at her, and I was like, and I was right there, right in front of Infocino's. She smacked him, and then all I seen, he smacked him, and then he said something to her and kicked her car. And then the traffic jam stopped, and I had to keep on driving, and I turned around, and then I came back and picked him up.
Step up here. Tell me your last name.
Ashman.
You were in the front passenger seat, is that right?
Yes.
Did you see Miss Burke slap the defendant?
Yes.
Of course you did. You slapped him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Good girl. Have a seat. How come you left that out, Miss Burke?
It all happened so fast.
Miss Burke, how come you left that out?
I didn't mean to leave it out. I may have slapped him in the face, but I wasn't intentionally trying to slap him in the face. I was trying to push him away from me because he had pushed me.
No. You intentionally slapped somebody in the face.
I didn't intentionally slap him.
Yes. The same way you intentionally slap someone in the face, that's the same way you intentionally kick a car.
But he pushed me, and I don't appreciate
No,
somebody
you pushed him
touching me.
first.
I didn't push him first.
Yeah,
I tried to get him back in the car.
Listen to me. You just testified that you pushed him first. That's what you testified to 2 seconds ago.
Because he threatened me.
No, he didn't.
He said he was going to mess up my car if he got out.
That's not threatening you. That's threatening your car.
Okay, he threatened my car.
That's why you put your hands on
my
him.
property.
You don't seem to understand that you can't put your hands on somebody, madam. You cannot put your hands on somebody.
He put his hands on me.
No, you put your hands on him first. And just because he's a male and you're a female, that doesn't give you an advantage. That
He
you
hit
can't...
me before.
Listen to me. I don't care about before. I care about that day and what you say to me here today.
Okay.
And if what you're telling me is what it seems you're telling me is you're allowed to put your hands on him, but he's not allowed to put his hands on you.
No.
Well.
If somebody hit somebody, somebody should hit him back. And if somebody pushed me, he has no right to push me in a way I felt uncomfortable.
You pushed him first.
I just kind of pushed him back in the car. I didn't want him to get out and, and...
You pushed him first.
But he did agree to pay me. I have it on tape.
You pushed him first. I'm trying to get you to talk about the truth.
Okay.
And to have some understanding that you can't put your hands on somebody.
I understand that, Your Honor.
Because if you put your hands on somebody and they react badly, pay attention. You're thinking instead of listening. You are not receiving. I want you to try to receive.
I understand that.
You can't. You understand what?
I understand that I have to receive what you're telling me.
And what am I telling you?
That I have no right to touch anybody.
Because what happens if you put your hands on somebody?
They react.
And what can happen if they react?
They can kick my car.
Or hurt you.
Or hurt me.
And he chose to kick your car
He
rather
hurt me
than to
too.
slap you back.
He shook me.
Miss Burke, I think you're a fibber. Darling.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Breanne Burke says ex-boyfriend Daniel Boma kicked her car. Daniel admits to it, but says it was retaliation for getting slapped in the face.
I think you're a fibber, and I think you're trying to contort this story to make it most favorable to you. Fortunately, you bring your own witness who tends to corroborate what he says. I believe he saw what he saw. This young man who, at first I said, oh, that's convenient, somebody just driving by and witnessing the whole thing. I believe him. And you don't seem to get it. You bear a responsibility. You put your hands on somebody, you're not permitted to do that. And if they react badly, you still bear a certain responsibility.
Right.
Instead of slapping you in the face, he kicked your car.
Mm-hmm.
Which would you prefer?
He could have slapped me in the face.
You prefer that he hit you instead of your car?
Yeah, that's going to cost so much money. And he has agreed to pay it, though. Even though he did kick it,
He agreed to pay it, then what are you doing here?
I have it all on tape that he agreed to pay it, but he's not paying.
Pay careful attention. Oh, you mean he's not paying? He said he was going to pay for it.
He said he was, but he's not.
How much is the cost of the dent?
$900. I have the estimates right here. Would you like to see?
How old is your car?
It's a '95 Neon.
Let me see it, please.
Okay. I have pictures in the...
I would like to see the dent that he put in your car. Thank you, Bert. You mean right in the back?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that looks like 2 dents.
It was a big dent.
Ma'am, can I say something?
Sure.
What happened was, when he kicked the car, there was initially 1 dent from his foot. Her boyfriend tried to pound it out with a hammer.
No.
Did anybody touch this car? It looks like somebody touched this car.
I tried to push out the dent.
And she's not certified mechanic. That she's worsening the damage.
That was stupid.
I didn't want to drive around with a big dent in my car. It was so ugly. And he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have any money. I don't see how he would have paid for it. That's why I'm taking him to court, because it needs to be fixed.
He's not going to fix this for $900.
Well,
two things. A, you are partially responsible for it. And B, because clearly there were ripples in it. And the ripples in it are from you trying to get it out. So if you made it worse, he's not, you're not losing, right? He's not going to pay for that. He's not going to pay for that. You've got to learn to do two things. You've got to learn to keep your temper, and you have to learn what your responsibility is. He had no right to kick your car. He acted out of temper because you hit him.
Okay.
You hit him. Now, I don't know how much it would cost to get out the one kick that he did put in, because right now I can't tell what he did to the car and what you did to the car. This is after you try to fix it, right?
Right.
Okay.
Do you want to hear the recordings that he left me?
Yeah. Okay. I just told you. Hear the recordings. He said, I'll fix the car, right? He said, I'll fix the car. You tried to fix the car and made it worse.
After he saw that, he told me that he was going to fix it. And he even tried to push it out. He's like, I'll push it out. We went over to his house. He said he was going to give me $100. And he even tried to push it out. He's like, let me try to push it out. I can help.
Just a second. Was that before or after you did?
After.
Okay. At most, getting that one dent out of your car, if done properly at the beginning, would have cost you $600. At most, not $900, $600. Somebody takes a plunger and pulls it out of the car, and then it's finished. I believe you're half responsible for what happened to your car, because but for the fact that you hauled off and hit him, he would not have reacted. His temper would not have flared up. He's responsible for that, but so are you.
I'm responsible too. You're right.
And he's also not responsible for the additional damage that you inflicted on your car when you or your friends try to pull out the dent, push out the dent, whatever you decided to do.
Right.
So I'm awarding you $300. If you can get your car fixed for $300, so be it. Otherwise, looking at this little dent in the back, which does not prevent it from being driven, will be a constant reminder. You keep your hands to yourself.
Okay.
Because just because you're a woman does not mean you can get away with putting your hands on somebody, because you put your hands on somebody, they're gonna hit you back.
And he should keep his hands off me too, because I am a woman and he's a man. And he's been hitting me a lot in the past, and I don't appreciate that.
Would you escort me out?
Sure. Parties are excused. You may step out.
I was just really upset for the fact that she can hit me, and then, you know I can't hit her because I'm a man.
Well, you did. I think he's just mad because our whole relationship was just based on me feeling sorry for him.
Car wouldn't have got kicked, she wouldn't have touched him.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Damaris versus Harrington, Adinolfi, step forward, please.
20-year-old homemaker Shannon Damaris is suing her former friends, 19-year-old salesperson Holly Harrington and 22-year-old car salesman Tony Adinolfi for the return of her cat, Smokey.
Okay, Mr. Maris, you had a cat. Your cat's name was Smokey. Something happened, you had to move from where you were living, you couldn't take the cat with you. You asked the defendants, who were friends of yours, if they would take care of your cat for a while. That while turned into a long while, and now you want your cat back, and they say it's not your cat anymore. It's our cat.
Right.
Right, okay. So I need some facts. When did you get Smokey?
Smokey was given to me about 3 years ago.
What do you mean about 3 years ago? Let's get a month and year.
November of '99.
By whom?
My boyfriend's brother.
As a kitten?
They had him as a kitten, and then they gave him to us, yes.
But you didn't get him as a
No, I
kitten?
didn't get him as a kitten.
When you say he was given to us, you were living with your boyfriend at the time?
Yep.
So the cat was given to your boyfriend?
He was given to us as a couple, yes.
And then you got custody of the cat when you separated?
We never separated.
So you're still together?
Yep.
Oh, that's so interesting. When did you give the cat to the defendants?
I had given the cat in her custody in the middle, probably around the 15th of February.
And when did you ask for the cat back?
I asked for the cat back in June.
That's a lie.
Let's say you asked for the cat back 5 months later. Where were you for 5 months?
I had asked for the cat in June because we, on my birthday, which was July 21st, is when I attempted to actually get the cat. But
That's July.
Yeah,
so
I
that's
had
6 months
attempted
later.
in June to get the cat. I said, I'm going to be taking the cat, and she just kind of put her head down and walked away.
Fine. So then you didn't do anything in June. So the first time you tried to get the cat back was in July, which was 6 months later. Where had you been for 6 months?
I had been living with my parents. My landlord at the time, I had to move in with my parents, and the landlord didn't allow it because we had 3 pets already. And when my dog died, that kind of gave me an opportunity to bring another animal in, and my landlord allowed that at that time.
Where was the boyfriend?
He's incarcerated.
When did he become incarcerated?
On January 24th of 2002.
Is that why you lost your apartment?
Yep.
Okay. How many animals do you have now?
We have 2 cats.
Did you have those 2 cats before?
Those are my parents' cats.
Well, where are you living now?
I'm living with my parents.
And these 2 cats that are your parents' cats, have they ever lived with Smokey?
No.
They have not?
No.
Why would you want to take this cat back now?
Because
now we're talking about almost a year later.
The reason it's a year is because they dragged it out, basically. I attempted to get. I told them in June that
Listen to me. July is when you first. That's 6 months. We're not talking about bringing home a sweater or 4 new tires. According to the defendants, it was supposed to be a short-term arrangement for a month, and you were also supposed to give them some money to take care of the cat, which you never did. Is that right?
That's correct.
No money, no vet bills, no food, no anything else. But more importantly, you're treating this as if it was an inanimate object.
I care very much about my cat.
I don't care about you. I don't care about you. You have a cat. You disappear for 6 months. You're out of the picture for 6 months. That animal has bonded with a new family. And now you say a year later, I want my cat back.
I attempted to get my cat back, and they dragged
6 months later.
No, about 4 months later. No. There was no agreement of how long. The thing is, I couldn't take care of the cat at the time, and me and my friend came together, and she said, "I will help you out."
Who are you?
Can I say something?
Who are you?
I'm her witness.
To what?
To what happened about the agreement and everything.
She wasn't even there, Your Honor.
She wasn't there.
She was there.
No, she was not.
Come on. When were you there?
Your Honor, technically I wasn't there for the agreement, but...
Sit down. Then I'm not interested in technically. If technically you weren't there, this is a court. This is technical. You're suing for $500. You're not getting the cat back. How much is the value of the cat to you?
He's part of me is what he's the value of it.
Part of you. When something is part of you, like a child, then you don't give it up for 6 months.
I didn't give it up for 6 months. I attempted to get my cat, and they dragged it out. And I offered them money.
You're not following, madam. What you did was tell me the cat came into their possession in February. You told her in June you were going to be coming for the cat, but you didn't go there until July.
Yes,
that's 6 months.
I went there several times. And I visited with the cat and everything.
Just a
and
second.
she never mentioned ever.
Did you go to visit the cat every day?
Not every day, about twice a week.
Hmm?
About twice a week I'd hang out over there.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Sure it is. Case is dismissed, that's all.
Parties are excused. You may step. Case number 360 on the calendar in the matter of Johnson versus Wendling. Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated.
Miss Johnson, you and the defendant lived together for a brief period of time, is that right?
That's correct, Your
How
Honor.
long?
3 years.
According to your complaint, when he put you out, because he put you out of the house that you had been sharing, he kept certain property of yours. The property was a washing machine that had been given to you by your mother.
That's correct.
And in addition to that, you claim that he owes you for some credit card bills where he used your credit card several $100s worth. He says that you can have your washing machine back, but you have to give him the $250 that he put into the washing machine. In addition, he says that the only thing that he charged on your credit card was a $60 pair of shoes. The defendant has a counterclaim. He says that you damaged his car at some point and that you shrunk his slip covers when you washed them because you were a poor laundress. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, she don't know how to do laundry.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sure she has attributes other than laundry.
Yeah, she does.
Good. So get over the slip covers. Now, when did you stop living together?
It was August the 5th, the day after the Brickyard 400 in Indianapolis.
All I heard was August the 5th. The rest of it I didn't hear.
Oh, I'm sorry, August the 5th.
Did you say anything after that?
Yeah, I said it was the day after the Brickyard 400. That's how I remember, but that's really not important.
August the 5th. Mr. Wendling, I'm going to get you a counterclaim first because I like to dispose of things in a neat way. The slip covers she laundered when?
In July. It was right before August 4th.
But you were still living together when she did the laundry, and she
Yes.
laundered the slip covers.
Yes, ma'am.
And she didn't do that on purpose because she was angry with you. She just laundered the slip covers.
No, she didn't. I asked her not to do it. I told her that if she did wash it and dry it, that it would shrink and you wouldn't be able to put it on there.
Okay. And she did it anyway. Now, when was the damage to your car?
The car was damaged on November 4th.
Of 2001?
2002, day before voting day.
I thought you broke up in August.
We did. We have kids together.
Just August 5th, 2002, you broke up. So you mean the car was damaged after you broke up?
Yes.
Really? What happened to his car?
Well, he claims that I
No,
drove
you
it.
tell me. Don't tell me what he claims.
I didn't damage his car. I took it down to the gas station and came right back and did
What
no
were you
damage
doing
to
driving his car?
I asked him if I could drive it. My car was in the shop, so he said that it was fine to drive his car.
No, that's a fib. That's a fib that you're just telling me, Miss Johnson. I don't like when you fib to me.
Can I tell you how it happened?
Sure. I tend to believe you, Mr. Wendling.
Okay, on November 4th, day before she goes to school, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, etc. We have a 2-year-old boy together. Plus, she has a 4-year-old son from her previous marriage. I go over to her house because I just don't like anybody to babysit my son.
Tell me what happened with the car.
Okay, anyway, make a long story short, the day of the 5th, we were arguing about the washer before she went to school. I didn't want my son to hear us arguing. We went out there, she kicked the quarter panel on my car, which she gets, you know, mad and crazy all the time. So anyway, that didn't matter to me. I went back in the house, she went to school. Me and my sons went to sleep. I'm a block mason, and I work real hard every day.
You went to sleep? Come on.
Yeah, I went to sleep on the couch.
Let's get to the
She
car.
came home, I was asleep on the couch, got mad, tried to wake me up. Her car was not working. She took my car, took it to the store. When she brought it back to her house, there's bumpers that separate the grass from the concrete. They're about this high. I have a Firebird. They're low to the ground. She ran up on
I've done it myself.
Okay, and I have
You
pictures.
go over and it goes over fine, but when you try to pull back, everything comes off the car. Is that what happens?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that what happened?
Yes.
So wasn't that easy?
Well, I didn't kick his car.
I'm not talking about kicking it. Wasn't it easy just to say, that's what happened? I went over a bump.
Yes, but
and when
I didn't
pulled
kick
back,
his car. I don't want you
he's
to
not,
think I'm
just a
vindictive.
second. He's not suing you for kicking his car. He says that you took the car, you went over a bump, you pulled back, the bumper came off the car, right? And you did that.
Yes.
How much is it to fix the bumper?
$1,930.
What year Firebird is this?
92.
Oof. Let me see the estimate.
Here's a picture of it. And the estimate. And the kick dent is involved in that 1932.
Is or is not?
It is. And she's wrecked all my cars, Your Honor. Every car that I've owned, she's wrecked.
All right, I can find the fender, because that you're not interested in, right?
Well, yeah, I'm interested in it.
You just told me a minute ago that you
Well,
were going to
she's suing
forget
me,
it.
so I'm going to sue her back.
Shh, just a second.
I mean, what's right?
3 hours painting is 2 hours and 85. Okay, now let's talk about this washing machine. Your mother gave you a washing machine as a gift?
Yes, she did.
Did Mr. Wendling put down $250?
No. He says he did, but he did not.
Tell me about it.
Well, his birthday is in the end of June. He acts like the whole month of June is like his birthday month, so he does. And he didn't give me any money at all in June. We were arguing in July, and he didn't give me any money in July. So I don't know where he's getting that he gave me any money whatsoever.
Well, could you please tell me when the washing machine was purchased?
It was in June.
Who went to purchase the washing machine?
I did, and I put it on my mom's credit card.
Can I see proof of that?
I don't have it with me. I asked her for it, and she didn't give it to me, so.
Oh, I don't have it.
Because she said, I'm tired of talking about this, is what she said, because we've been going round and round about this.
Well,
so
that's ridiculous.
that's what she
Can I
said.
say something?
Sure.
Like I said, I was a block mason, so I got concrete all over my clothes. I've had 3 washers on my back porch for months because they're broke. Okay, she puts 12 loads of clothes in a 6-load washer and
What does that have to
expects
do
it.
with it?
Listen to me.
My-
What date was the washing machine purchased?
I have no idea. I didn't go and buy it. All I did was come home and there was a brand new washer in my. But I wanted to go buy a $100 washing machine from the appliance store that didn't cost no $600. I don't need no computerized washing machine to wash clothes.
You don't wash clothes. She washed the
No, I wash the clothes.
But I
I've
wash
been doing her
slip
laundry ever since.
Gentlemen, let me ask you a question most men over 60 think about but rarely say out loud. Do you wake up feeling like your strength is fading? Your energy barely enough to get through the day? Do you notice your performance in intimate moments? isn't as reliable as it once was, leaving you frustrated and questioning your vitality. Or perhaps you're avoiding closeness altogether, worried you'll disappoint your partner and lose the connection you both cherish. If any of that resonates, stay with me right now. Because what you're experiencing isn't an irreversible part of aging. It's a hidden signal your body is sending, begging for one simple 60-second massage on a specific spot that can reignite circulation, boost nitric oxide, and restore rock-solid potency naturally. I've seen it happen with countless patients, men who thought their best years were gone, suddenly waking up with vitality again. And the best part, no pills, no risky procedures, just your own hands, your own body, and a little consistency. Now, in case we haven't met, I'm Dr. Julia. I'm a board-certified urologist with over 10 years of experience helping men restore their health and performance. And I can tell you this, what I'm about to share is not hype. It's based on science, medical practice, and proven results. Because here's the truth. What most men blame on aging isn't simply age. It's blood flow slowing down. It's nerves getting compressed. It's muscles in your lower body tightening when they should be relaxed. But here's the good news. Your body already has a built-in reset switch. And by stimulating this overlooked spot, you can restore natural function in ways most men never even hear about. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly where this point is, how to massage it the right way, and why just 1 minute a day could change your health and your confidence for good. Let's be honest, gentlemen, things start to change after 60. For many men, what once felt automatic now takes effort. Blood flow isn't as strong, sensitivity fades, confidence slips. Most shrug their shoulders and say, well, I guess that's just aging. But here's what I want you to know. That's not the full story. I see this in my clinic every week. Men in their 60s and 70s who feel embarrassed, frustrated, even hopeless. They come in saying, like, Doc, I thought this was normal, but it's starting to affect how I feel about myself. And I tell them, it's not just about getting older. It's about what's happening inside the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles are tricky. They control the urination, erections, and are supposed to be strong and responsive. But with years of sitting, stress, and hormonal shifts, they become a paradox, tight and weak at the same time, like a rubber band stretched too long. It feels tense, but it's lost its snap. That combination slows circulation, compresses nerves, and robs men of natural responses they used to take for granted. The good news is this isn't permanent. It's not a one-way road. There's a solution hidden right in your own body. Once you know how to use it, things can change faster than you might think. So let's dig deeper. Why does this decline happen so suddenly for so many men after 60 first years of sitting? Think about it. Decades of office chairs, car seats, couches, that constant pressure on the pelvic floor slowly weakens circulation and stiffens muscles. Second, chronic stress. When your body is stuck in fight or flight mode, your muscles tighten, blood vessels constrict, and hormones go out of balance. And guess where a lot of that tension hides? Right in the lower body. Third, hormonal decline. Testosterone naturally dips with age. While normal, it creates the perfect storm when combined with sitting and stress. I'll never forget one patient, Robert, age 68. He walked into my office, convinced his best years were behind him. He felt embarrassed, even ashamed, like he had lost a part of himself. But after I explained what was really happening inside his body, his whole perspective shifted, because knowledge brings back power. And here's what science shows us. By age 70, nearly 70% of men have some form of pelvic floor dysfunction. Most of them have no idea. They just assume it's age. But here's the truth. This isn't a life sentence. It's a fixable problem. And the key isn't in another prescription bottle. It's in one small area of the body that almost no one talks about. An area so overlooked yet so powerful that even a single minute of attention can start turning things around. Now here's where things get interesting. The very spot most men ignore might actually hold the key to restoring vitality. It's called the perineum. Some traditions call it the $1 million point. Picture the space between the scrotum and the anus, right in the middle. Not exactly cocktail party conversation, I know, but anatomically it's like Grand Central Station for male health. Why? Because major blood vessels that feed the penis run right through it. Key nerves that transmit pleasure signals pass across it. The root of the penis anchors there, and it's directly connected to the prostate. When this area gets tight, circulation slows, nerves misfire, and everything downstream begins to weaken. But when you stimulate it the right way, it's like opening a block dam. Fresh blood surges back in, nerves decompress, and the body remembers how it's supposed to function. I once had a patient tell me, "Doctor, 1 week of focusing on this spot did more for me than years of trying everything else." And he wasn't alone. Physical therapists use it for pelvic floor rehab. Urologists recommend it quietly for prostate health. And modern clinical research confirms what ancient medicine knew for centuries. This point works. Now here's the part most men never hear. Finding the spot is actually simple, and once you know how to work with it safely, you'll understand why I call it one of the most overlooked keys to male vitality. But knowing where it is only half the story. What really matters is how you touch it, and why even 1 minute a day can completely change how your body responds. So let's break down what's really happening inside your body when you massage this point. I like to explain it in simple terms so you don't need a medical degree to understand. First, think of it like a pump. Each press and release motion pushes stagnant blood out and pulls fresh blood in. That means more oxygen, more nutrients, and faster removal of waste products that slow you down. It's the same principle athletes use to recover their muscles after intense workouts. Second, the nerves. Over the years, tight muscles and poor posture can compress the nerves in this region. And when nerves are squeezed, the signals don't travel clearly. It's like static on an old radio. But gentle massage is like clearing that static. Suddenly, the signals, those vital pleasure and performance signals, flow the way they're supposed to. Third, the prostate connection. This point sits right beneath the prostate. When you stimulate circulation here, you indirectly nourish the prostate, reducing inflammation and supporting hormone balance. Many men notice fewer urinary problems, stronger flow, and less nighttime urgency just from this practice alone. And finally, the nervous system reset. This massage activates your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your body's rest and digest mode, the opposite of stress. It lowers cortisol, calms the body, and primes you for natural function. No pill can do all of that at once. And here's the beauty. It only takes 1 minute. 1 minute to improve blood flow, 1 minute to decompress nerves, 1 minute to ease tension and wake up the body's natural response system. But remember, science is only useful if you know how to apply it. So let's talk about the exact technique, because the how, the way you use your fingers, the pressure, the motion, that's what determines whether this becomes a life-changing practice or just another tip you forget by tomorrow. All right, let's get practical. How do you do this safely and effectively? Start seated on a chair's edge or lie on your back with bent knees. This position eases lower back pressure and makes the area accessible. Use your index and middle fingers. Locate the midpoint between the scrotum and anus. Press gently. You'll feel a slightly softer, tender area. That's the spot. Pressure should be like testing a ripe tomato. Firm, but not too hard. This delicate tissue responds best to gentle, steady stimulation. You have a few options. Try small circular motions. 30 seconds clockwise, then 30 seconds counterclockwise. Alternatively, press and release for 5 seconds each, or use a gentle up and down pulsing rhythm. The best method is personal. Some men prefer one pattern over another. Consistency, not force, is key. The biggest mistake is pressing too hard like a deep tissue massage. It's not. Too much pressure will leave you sore or discouraged. This is about precision, not brute strength. Think playing an instrument, not lifting weights. Deliberate, careful practice yields results. A patient once said it felt strange at first, but after a week his body remembered how it's supposed to work. That's exactly it. Blood flow improves, nerves awaken, and tension eases. No equipment, pills, or complicated routines needed. Just your hands and 1 minute a day. The secret most men overlook is that the right oil can elevate your results. It's not just for comfort. It's about oils that improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and boost hormone support. I'll show you which oils work best and why in just a moment. Now, let's discuss oils. While you can massage dry, the right oil supercharges the benefits, a point many men miss. First, castor oil. Used for centuries, modern science now confirms its benefits. Castor oil contains rice-leic acid, a powerful natural anti-inflammatory. It penetrates deeper than most oils. Combining massage with castor oil mechanically and chemically boosts circulation. Many men feel a gentle warmth afterward, indicating increased blood flow. Second, virgin coconut oil. Ideal for sensitive skin. It absorbs quickly, is antibacterial, and supports hormone balance. Plus, it smells good, making it practical for many. Sometimes the simplest oils are best. Then there's black seed oil, more exotic and expensive, but incredibly powerful. It contains thymoquinone, which improves circulation and supports testosterone production. Many find it worth the cost. You can also blend oils to create a circulation cocktail. Use castor and coconut oil as a base. Then add a few drops of essential oils. Peppermint for circulation, rosemary for vitality, sandalwood for reproductive health. Remember, essential oils are potent. Use no more than 3 or 4 drops per ounce. Your choice depends on your body budget and preference, but the oil isn't just extra. It's part of the therapy. Massage mechanically wakes the system, while the right oil chemically amplifies the effect. That combination creates real magic. But there's one more crucial factor most men overlook. I'm talking about timing. When you massage is as important as how you do it. So when's the best time to do this? Because trust me, timing makes all the difference. The optimal times to perform this simple routine are first thing in the morning and right before bed, maximizing its physiological impact. In the morning, it primes your body, increasing blood flow and oxygen delivery to kickstart your day with renewed vitality and mental clarity. At night, it helps calm the nervous system, promoting relaxation and preparing your body for a deeper, more restorative sleep cycle. Consistency is far more crucial than intensity. Performing this routine daily, even for just 60 seconds, yields cumulative benefits over time. Remember, building a daily habit like one patient who started with just 30 seconds is the key to unlocking lasting improvements in your health. Avoid common pitfalls, such as rushing through the movements or neglecting proper form, as this can diminish the routine's effectiveness. The surprising ripple effect of this simple practice extends far beyond just circulation, touching various aspects of your physical well-being. Many men report significant improvements in bladder control, a benefit often overlooked but deeply impactful on daily comfort and confidence. It can also provide remarkable relief from chronic hip and back pain, enhancing flexibility and reducing stiffness in these critical areas. Athletic performance sees a boost too, as improved circulation means better nutrient delivery and waste removal, leading to faster recovery and greater endurance. Beyond the physical, this routine profoundly impacts mental health, fostering an improved mood and a stronger sense of self-confidence. The enhanced blood flow to the brain can sharpen focus and reduce mental fog, contributing to a more positive outlook on life. This daily practice helps regulate stress hormones, leading to a calmer disposition and a greater ability to handle daily pressures. The cumulative effect of these benefits builds a foundation for increased self-esteem and a more confident approach to challenges. Combining this 1-minute routine with other simple healthy habits can multiply your results, creating a synergistic effect for optimal health. Think of it as a smart, minimal investment of your time that yields maximum returns in terms of vitality, comfort, and mental well-being. Embrace this simple yet profound 1-minute routine and experience the transformative power it holds for your health journey. Gentlemen, decline after 60 is not a life sentence. Your body isn't broken. It simply needs a reminder of how it's meant to function. And that reminder can be as simple as 1 minute a day, 1 minute to restore circulation, 1 minute to ease tension, 1 minute to protect your prostate, support your hormones, and bring back the confidence you thought was gone. I've seen it in my clinic, I've heard it from countless patients, and I can tell you it works when you stay consistent. So here's my challenge to you. Try this daily, just 1 minute for 30 days, and then tell me what changes did you notice. Drop a yes in the comments below if you're willing to give it a shot. And if you've got questions about men's health, any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be checking in, and I'd love to help you personally. Remember, taking care of your health isn't selfish. It's one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, your partner, and your future, because you deserve to feel strong, connected, and alive no matter your age. And don't go anywhere yet. In my next video, I'm going to reveal a few simple habits you can add to this routine that will multiply your results even faster. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So hit subscribe, tap that notification bell, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Your best years, they can still be ahead of you. And it all starts with 1 minute a